twitch.tv/Diamondflavor. So let's check this one out.
Outworld can be both alien and intoxicating to Earthrealmers. While our realms are at peace, there are Outworlders who would prefer us to be at war. General Shao.
Victor of the Tavarian War. Conqueror of the Quatan Plains. All of Outworld is grateful for his service.
So, sorry, right before we get to it. Obviously, like, you can kind of tell at this point, right? The Unreal Engine 5 look. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, because it just looks like it. It looks like the meta-human thing that Unreal Engine 5 is using. Not to say it's bad or anything like that. I think for a game like Mortal Kombat, where even though it's very crazy with its ideas, it's not necessarily stylized, but yeah, their designs can be really out there sometimes. But it's obviously still real, closer to realistic or realism. So I think the Unreal Engine 5 would be pretty good for them at least.
World is grateful for his service.
Chicken's cool too. Yeah, just MK always delivers.
You would consign us to endless war.
Better that than be Liu Kang's lapdog.
Damn, dude,
Did not your illustrious father teach you that?
Go back, wait, sorry, go back a little bit again. This looks like a scene from a movie, actually. Like, the lighting is insane. This seems in-game. This is an in-game cutscene. This one especially, like, wow. It's so close to being, like, almost perfect. Perfectly, like, unrecognizable, in my opinion. They really need... What, the thing that you have to know about what makes something look realistic is just the way lighting works and affects things in real life. So for me, what's selling it... So backlight is, you know, people use a lot of backlight before, but it's like this reflected light in front of her face. And the quality of like the skin texture. So obviously here you can see like the metal and everything. It still kind of looks like CGI, or actually I don't even know if it's metal or like part of her armor. But yeah, you can still tell that this part here is a bit, you know, fake. But yeah, the lighting on the face, especially if you see it from maybe a little bit farther away, it looks really cinematic already.
Did not your illustrious father teach you that war is the last resort? Do not forget that, General.
The lip syncing is really good as well. What's her name again? Sindel. Of course, hot characters, you know, we need those.
We gather once again to honor my late husband's legacy, to continue the tournament that he founded with Lord Liu Kang.
Empress Sindel.
Let us meet your champion.
Earthrealm's champion is Raiden, Your Majesty.
What?
Is it
Raiden?
me? Or is Earthrealm's champion scrawnier than usual?
He has earned his place by embodying the very best qualities of Earthrealm's people.
Man. I know they remade it.
Ready,
Like,
Your Majesty. Whom shall I face?
it still looks so good. And I have to say, I'll always point this out. Anytime there's a lightning-based character, lightning-based power in any media, except probably Demon Slayer. I mean, it's still cool, right? The lightning breath, but Zenitsu is just a fucking like, he's just, oh my god, he's so exhausting to watch. But I just love lightning-based powers, and you know, Raiden, one of the OGs, at least for me, back in the 90s, right? Still looks amazing. It's just the sound as well.
We will destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
Like the teeth, the movement is so good. Yeah, it just it's that sound. You know, if I go back just a little bit again, like isn't that? And Oh shit, here we go, fatality. Oh no. Ooh. Crunchy, very crunchy. This looks so satisfying. Even as a non-fighting game player. Or I'm super casual with it. Oh my god damn. Okay, okay. Oh. Oh! Oof! They're getting way too good at that. Holy shit.
Who's your queen?
I can't imagine working on Mortal Kombat. Yeah, dude, like MK is it's amazing that it's still so relevant in the year 2023. Like obviously it paved the way so much for modern video games, not just as a fighting game, but I think I remember, you know, the mature rating stuff. Wasn't it because of Mortal Kombat? I actually can't remember it was because of them. I wouldn't be surprised though if it was because of them. They were so unafraid to like just be gritty and, you know, just fucked up basically, right? And just to see how they, you know, after a while it can kind of get too samey, you know, and I guess that's why they kind of redid it with this Mortal Kombat 1 rebranding, right? And kind of a, is it like a reboot? Or yeah, because Liu Kang is now God Emperor Liu Kang or something, right? And then Raiden is now the champion, because before it was Raiden who was the protector of Earthrealm. So I mean, and I think they showed like Scorpion and Sub-Zero being friends or something like that in one of the earlier trailers. But yeah, it's just at this point, you know, MK is so timeless. It's just such a pillar of gaming in general, not just fighting games actually. So it's really amazing to see that. Wait, what? Oh my dude, I feel like I gotta try the game just because I said like not even as a fighting game player. Like I casually played, you know, Tekken 3, Tekken Tag Tournament, Tekken 4, Mortal Kombat. I can't remember the ones in PlayStation 2 and 3. Like one of the Mortal Kombats where this guy was the main bad. This is Ermac. I don't know if this is Ermac. But seeing Homelander and Omni-Man, I can't remember who this is. And then John Cena's Peacemaker or something like that. It seems it seems fun to play, regardless of how complex it could be, even for someone who's not deep into fighting games. So yeah, I kind of feel like I want to just play it, you know, even just play the arcade version, not necessarily multiplayer, because again, like I wouldn't go like too deep into it. But this is amazing, like seeing them in character with the style or the more realistic style, especially Omni-Man. I mean, Homelander, like spot on. It's insane. It's so good. Wow. This
in a horror story, they're only victims and monsters, and the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we're all ripped to pieces along the way.
No! We have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers, and guests on the show. He's here to talk about his latest book.
Wait, was that looked like Joker-esque?
Show. He's here to talk.
It's exactly.
Writers and guests on the show.
Yeah, look at the curtains and everything. Definitely inspired by Joker.
Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember it.
You're the killer, the cult leader.
No!
Bradley Cooper.
You got the wrong man! It's my
fault. He got out.
Wake has a double. Where is he now?
I don't want to be in the story. Just write me out of the story.
That's Sony CRTV. Oh no, it's not. Oh man. Yeah, Alan Wake. I know about this game again. I mentioned it previously in my older video about the games I want to play this year, trying to finish. So if I play this game, this one's a bit of an asterisk for me. I'm not necessarily into the creepier kind of games, but I kind of want to play this game because of Control, right? I love Control. Back in came out 2019, I think, or 2018. So just to know that they're connected, and I could see a lot of like what they were able to accomplish in engine, or just the technology for Control. Seeing it for Alan Wake seems just seems amazing. And if I do this, I kind of need to play Alan Wake 1, I think, to understand the story, since it's very heavily in the story, or it's heavily story based, right? So I'm not sure about what to do with that. But yeah, speaking about the graphics, right? Like there was a part where it was like live action here, and it kind of just blended so well. I don't know if I can find it again.
Pages.
Yeah, here.
He has forgotten. He's written.
Did you write these?
So for a split second, I kind of got fooled and almost thought that this was a continuation of the live action trailer. It's already in-game engine. Just it feels a bit plasticky, the face here. So it's not doesn't feel as gritty as real life. But that transition, right? And yeah, it's just so insane to see that we're starting to get to that. I mean, we've been touching at this point for a while now, but like now I really feel like we're about to like go over the edge with it and really cross that realm, right? So yeah, amazing to see all this. And I love the one thing that I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting the name of the studio that develops this game and Control, but I really love how they take the time to make their live action trailers like feel cinematic, like really cinematic. It feels like a movie. Like maybe this one, the set, right, and everything, the quality of like the camera and the filters and just the framing of everything.
Tells the story of a
If you go back here, like this sequence here, right?
Did you write?
So it's just so good, and it really makes me wanna. I mean, it's doing its job as a trailer, right? It's really making me wanna consider playing Alan Wake 2. So seeing more of this now again, although not much gameplay, right? Like this is just a little bit of gameplay here, but still it seems very compelling. So I'm kind of leaning towards actually playing this game. So we'll see what happens. Obviously deluxe edition. Okay, Tekken 8. I just want to see it for shits and giggles, This was also a bit of a childhood game for me.
Going somewhere?
Yes.
So, Xiaoyu, yeah. It's Asuka, Warang, Brian, Raven, Cyborg.
Heihachi Mishima is dead.
Basically looks like Wesley Snipes, right? Blade. But these are the newer characters. Yeah.
Let's go.
Steve Fox, one of my favorite characters to play before.
Willst du im Sparring gegen mich antreten?
Oh, of course, Yoshimitsu. One of the coolest characters ever. Single player mode? I think. Oh my god, this is Tekken? What? Chibi shit? Oh, they have like an all. online space. That's smart though.
What's done is done.
The reason why I think that's smart of them to do, sorry, I'll pause here real quick. The reason why I think that's smart of them to do is because the fighting game community is so, it's niche, but it's so tight, and there's so many, you know, dedicated players for fighting games. So having that like social space, because normally you have to be, I mean, nothing will still beat actually being there and playing together, playing live, you know, all the trash talking and just the energy that you would get. I remember watching people, you know, putting their quarters, lining up in the arcades to show that, you know, they're next in line to play, like because the machines would face each other, or sometimes they're side by side, right? So nothing would beat the vibe of that. But again, I think in 2023, where everything is, it's so common to be online now, to have social spaces online. I feel like even something like a fighting game where you wouldn't normally think, and again, like, even for me, my first reaction was like, wait, what? There's like these chibi avatar things here. But yeah, you need things like these for people to socialize and, you know, do things other than just play the game. And that's weird to say and think about, but, you know, someone who's played MMOs before, you don't always log in just to farm, grind, and play the game. Sometimes you just want to hang out, and it has a different feel to it. So I think it's interesting that they're doing this now. Again, I don't know other fighting games. Maybe another fighting game has done this already, but this is super cool to see.
What's done is done.
Brown Fury, Gunjack, all Phoenix, mashallah. It's my boy Eddie Gordo. Or Christy. Oof, Christy. Oh, now it's here again.
Get ready for the next battle.
Tekken 8. The one thing I miss about Tekken though, in regards to the single player, is the I forgot the name of the mode. It's the one where you can like it's kind of, it looked like Contra, where you can go around in like a full, what do you call it, full body avatar, and you're fighting all these was it Shinra? No, I think that's Final Fantasy. The Mishima agents and everything, and then you would pick up chicken, and the guy would say chicken, and then you'd heal your health, like stuff like that. I forgot the name of that mode, but that's one of the ones I really miss. Playing Tekken before. I played with my brothers as well. Played 2 players, and you know, you go through those maps like that. It look like those classic arcades or arcade games. Standard deluxe ultimate, yeah, standard stuff. Oh, Mokujin. What is this? Am I interested in Mirage? Honestly, I'm not. Like, the setting is cool. They're going back to the desert and like the Middle Eastern roots and everything like that. Apologies if I got the culture wrong, but it seems that way. But yeah, for me, I'm kind of checked out of AC. I'm gonna skip this one. The last good AC, I think, was Black Flag, which I didn't play. But for me, the last AC I played was Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, with that amazing multiplayer mode. So I'm honestly kind of done with Assassin's Creed, so I can skip this one. Okay, here we go. It's kind of fucked up, yes. Okay. Ugh. Oh, damn. So the, yeah, we've seen the beetle from before. Yeah, look, let's go back to that. Like, look at that insane sequence, man. I feel like it's gonna be a bitch to fight with. Is it a bull? Oh, I love the blood moon. Oh. Shit, it's so clean. Oh, you can parry all that, okay. What's like a bird bull? Interesting design. I wonder if everything is part of what do you call it? Chinese mythology? Like all of the things that we'll see. Anything else? Okay, so the thing that makes me excited the most about this is just the fact that, well, obviously the combat seems amazing, right? Like it looks amazing. It already, even normally games like this, you could get a little bit from the visuals or from watching a trailer, but you really want to play it first to really get a feel, to say definitively, if the feel of the game is good, right? Like if the combat really feels nice to play, if it's very responsive and it's very tactile, you know, things just click really well. But even from the trailer, it looks well made. Well, visually it looks well made, right? But I'm trying to say you can already get the feel of it somehow, and that might be just a testament to how well the game is made. But I don't know that for sure, but you know, that's just my initial impression of it. And the other thing is really just the seeing the let's look for a nice frame here. Just it's exciting to see another culture's mythology be put into a game for us to or for them to use it as a sandbox or as inspiration for us to play in, right? Because I mean, it's no secret we've gotten so many, you know, Greek mythology, Vikings, Norse mythology, a lot of like traditional European medieval stuff, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'll never get tired of that kind of fantasy, right? But you always want to mix it up, not just for the sake of mixing it up, though. You want to introduce something properly, right? And I feel like this game is doing that, for showing us just a completely new perspective on fantasy in general. So it's based on like what Journey to the West, I think, the Monkey King story, which Dragon Ball was loosely based on somehow, like Son Goku, right? But you're just seeing all the different designs, and even through the architecture and the language itself, like it feels simultaneously familiar because of like the formula it has, right? That action combat that Dark Souls or FromSoft kind of paved the way for a lot of the modern games now. So sorry about the bitrate, by the way. It's not very good to see, but yeah, just seeing all the different things that are in the game, the different monsters, different designs. Like, we know what they are individually, like piece by piece, but seeing the way they're all put together, presented, seeing their movesets and everything, it's what you can say that that's how I can say it's like familiar, simultaneously familiar, but also fresh enough where it feels like it's different, you know? So probably the game I'm most hype about. Maybe for everyone, or not everyone, but for a lot of people as well. It's probably what they're most hyped about. This just feels like it's the most different. In the last, it's the most different game that's gonna come out in the last couple of years. So yeah, number 1 game I'm most hyped for. Thankfully, it's coming out next year, so I have time to like prepare. Hopefully, I'll finish my my Dark Souls, my FromSoft arc by then. Little Nightmares 3. Yeah, this is a cute game. You know, I'm interested in playing 1 and 2 though. I think I have it on my wish list, but not too. I guess we can watch it. It's not necessarily on the top of my list though. But I know 1 and 2 were like pretty good. Yeah, Supermassive also pretty good developer. Oh, this reminds me of you guys remember that movie? I'll go back a bit. I think it's called 9, where it had like who's the guy who played Frodo? Wasn't he like the voice of it? It was like an animated movie, and then they were brought to life. They're like little puppets or something, or like dolls. I don't know, even the color palette and like the area they're in right now, and it just reminds me of that. Yeah, platformer, creepy puzzle game. Yeah, it still looks really creative. I still need to play the first 2 games though. But they go on sale often. That's nice. Oh my god, that is haunting. Yeah, I think it's available on Switch as well. Maybe it'll be better to play on Switch. Like it's just. But yeah, I'm still keen to check this game out. I really want to play at least the first game, right? But continuing that creepy storytelling. There's it. Okay, Starfield. Turn up volume a little bit here. But this is coming out soon. It's live action. Yeah, I guess it's live action. Non-gameplay trailer, I know, man. Well, to be fair with Starfield, they did give a lot of gameplay trailers. With 40-minute gameplay one. I mean, yeah, it looks nice, you know, graphical quality is high. But there's just something about it, it feels so commercial. I don't know if anyone gets that, what I mean when I say it. It feels commercial and cheesy to me. Yeah, but thankfully though, it's coming out on Game Pass, so we don't have to spend full price on it. I'll probably just get it on Game Pass for PC. Yeah, September 6th. I'll just probably try it on the first day. I'm not really keen on playing it for too long. But again, just to... Oh wait, is there more? Oh, it's just Constellation. Just a quick... I understood nothing from this trailer other than that it is a space game. Yeah, and it's a space game that for me my biggest thing that's still my biggest criticism or what makes me still skeptical about this game is even if you check the gameplay overview, like the 40-minute overview, it doesn't have a lot of style to it. It feels very bland, even though it might look good graphically. like the art style, the art direction isn't there for me. It looks so dry. And some parts of it look cool. Like I like the 80s 90s NASA look that they have for the some of the interiors for the spaceships that you can make. So that reminds me of like Aliens. So that's really nice. But overall though, it still feels very unremarkable to me. That's why I'm not super hyped for it. Yeah. What is this? Okay, Warhammer.
I do not recognize these
Warhammer
markings.
Fantasy.
They are old. Perhaps this is one of the great cities of the Age of Myth.
I've seen a bit about this, but I can't really remember what the gameplay is like.
This is no temple of SIGMAR.
They're fighting a Zinch. Mirago, Papa Mirago.
Hammer the SIGMAR! No relent! No mercy!
Okay, let me see how the
We must fight on! The banner cannot fall!
is it like Total War?
Warriors of SIGMAR, stand with me!
Is it too loud?
Obtaining this power may end up being the reason we were sent here in the first place.
RTS, yeah, it looks RTS, but I want to see like the base building and stuff. Okay. How does it?
Nothing gonna stop us now.
Where's the resource management, the base building, the overview of the map?
We do not fear death! Fight on! The dead must rise!
I mean, you know, theme-wise, I mean, you know, I love Warhammer, so well, more 40k. I'm not too knowledgeable about fantasy, Warhammer Fantasy, but yeah, I just don't know. Like here, the minimap, we see what are these like capture points? Is it a point system? Do we do like so you have to capture a point and then you requisition points to buy more troops or summon more troops? Like I haven't gotten a good clue of the general RTS vibe that it's trying to give out. Just seeing this alone isn't necessarily hyping me up too much, even considering it is a Warhammer title. So it might, what I fear is it might feel shallow, other than just, you know, how the combat goes. Because for me, even if I play stuff like Total War, honestly, what I love about Total War is the overworld more than the individual fights that you do. Most of the time, I kind of just want to, you know, do it on auto battle and just win the fight. I like more the empire building, the resource management, army management, stuff like that. So I'm not really sure what to feel about this game. So with this trailer at least, but it's nice that they're hopefully making a decent Warhammer game. Warhammer is sadly, you know, not known. Don't have a very good track record when it comes to video games, but it's been turning around the last few years. So I hope they continue the trend.
Okay, so here's the deal. The
PAYDAY
components
3,
are kept
okay.
in
I'll
high
watch this one.
security cooling containers somewhere in the storage yard. The clock starts ticking as soon as the components are out in the open. So you need to haul ass to get them to the
I
transport.
never actually played this game.
Take too long, and they'll start to degrade and lose value. Now, do what you need to do to get ready. I'll see you on the other side.
My friends play it though, so it might. I think they played PAYDAY 2 quite a bit. I'm curious to try it out. But I wonder what improvements they've made. I don't have the frame of reference to know if it's a better game or not. And I guess they moved up from like robbing banks Wasn't it that used to be like you would do heists? Okay, it's at 21. Not very oh my god, COD. Do we watch this? This is a fucking, I mean, campaign premiere. The last COD I played was like what, Black Ops 2? Something like that. Like way back. Like COD peaked for me in the first Modern Warfare. It was at COD 4. And then I was like, what, high school when that came out? Or early college or something, so I've kind of been checked out of Call of Duty since then.
Alpha team clear.
Okay.
All teams, eyes on target. Phase 1 complete.
This is like The Rock, Nicolas Cage, and his name?
Patrol boat 2 o'clock.
I'm forgetting the old guy's name. Yeah, the former James Bond. Modern Warfare 3. Okay. Soviet Sea.
Stay tight. Roger, no movement.
This is very The Rock. Sean Connery, there we go. Honestly, it kind of makes me want to rewatch that movie though. That movie is legendary. Fire line launcher. Okay.
Good hook. Let's get up top.
I'm still figuring out volume stuff. Clean. Oh, you didn't kill him? Okay, double tap.
All teams, Alpha's in. How copy? Solid. Relay went clear. Moving to Mark DZ. Stand by.
Nods on. Biostrib's on.
Hey, the night vision looks really nice.
Hold.
Nice judo throw there. Damn, hip toss.
Drop it.
DZ clear.
3-1, kill the leg. Alpha to Bravo 1, marking with IR, confirm visual. Visual, Bravo inbound.
Reinforcements. I wonder how accurate that is. Doing a parachute during a rainstorm.
All teams, Bravo's on deck, pushing up.
Pretty sure that would be incredibly difficult.
Alpha to Charlie, you set? Affirmative. All teams green to go in phase 2. Check. Roger.
It looks smooth. Yeah, but yeah, the campaign. I'd honestly just play for the campaign. Like, multiplayer days for me. Games like this, and not to say that they're bad. I think Warzone is really good as a game. It's not my thing anymore.
All clear.
Descending stairwell, south side.
But yeah, the campaign is really compelling. Nah, but still.
Nods off. Be advised, they got a bird up.
Movement in the courtyard. Looks like a prisoner transfer.
Not our guy.
I think you'll get your money's worth if you're really into the multiplayer. It's just the evolution of the game.
Copy. Bravo set.
Charlie, good to go. Roger. Fire in the hole. Stand by.
3, 2, 1. Execute.
Distraction. Okay.
They're taking the bait.
Light them up.
Divide and conquer. Be too loud then. At least it's a gameplay. That is true, yeah. At least it's a solid gameplay trailer. And it mixes the cutscenes well with the gameplay. But dude, actually, the gunplay, the movements of the hands and everything look really, really good. Even more realistic, actually.
Bravo. Alpha's in the tunnels. What's your status?
Outside the control room, waiting on you.
This actually looks pretty compelling. I'm not gonna lie. As far as yeah, if I tried it as well, I'd probably get into the campaign.
All teams, let's roll thunder. Bravo, full deployment.
That's what I miss about the older FPS games, like Medal of Honor. Yeah, the night vision, honestly, for me. Yes, Medal of Honor Omaha Beach was peak FPS campaign. You're completely right, Andy. That's an S tier comment. Nothing will beat that.
Kick off the riot.
Roger. Opening blocks 1 through 4.
But I think it's like such a bad position though for you. Like you're basically a sitting duck. Right? Although I guess it's there's no vision for them. Oh, this is a jail. Okay, okay. I'm getting that. Looks like a panopticon. Ryzen, yeah.
Alpha 1 to Bravo 1. Open 55C. Check.
Yeah, I think it is a panopticon, the one where there's one tower, the maximum way of like guarding a prison with minimal personnel. Yeah, the level design of this seems really compelling. I'm gonna be honest. It kind of makes me want to play. There's something about like the animations for the gun, not just the gun and not just the gun recoil and the way the gun shoots, even like the hand movements.
Let's get our guy.
So yeah, it's so cinematic. It's so smooth and cinematic.
Ready, breach? Breacher up.
Okay, that's a good time to end it. To be fair, props to Call of Duty. That was how long was this? 18 minutes to like 20. So that's almost what? That's 9 minutes. That was a 9-minute trailer, and a lot of it blended cinematic quality movement and cutscenes with actual gameplay. So that was a W. That was a big good trailer from Call of Duty here. Modern Warfare 3. Actually, to the point where I'm kind of curious about checking out this campaign. This looks super sick. Like, I love the night vision stuff. It looks so good. Like, look at this quality. Like, again, whenever you deal with realism and realistic stuff, lighting is number one. Lighting and then material interaction. And doing it night vision is so good. Little ROI for sure, big name. Yeah, like they do it there's a reason why they come out every year, right? As much as, you know, gamers, like other gamers, like to shit on COD. You know, it's kind of it's a bit of a bro gamer game, you know, casual gamers. But you know, there's a reason it comes out every year. They always make money. So it comes out on November 10. Let me go back. I just find it so funny, Andy. I don't know if you've seen what COD looks like now, like the multiplayer. Did you know Kevin Durant is in the game?
Pre-order the Vault Edition.
Like you can play multiplayer as Kevin Durant and Snoop Dogg. Like they're, what do you call them? They're operators. It looks so funny, dude. It's Kevin Durant wearing a green beret with a fucking gun, and then it's Snoop Dogg with like 2 assault rifles. And then I think, what was the name of his pack? Like, he's back for shizzle. Something like that. Just so ridiculous for fucking Call of Duty. But for me, it's the Kevin Durant thing. Seeing fucking KD.
The Season 1 Black Cell Bundle with 50 tier skips.
Ruined NBA 2016-2020. Dude, I haven't seen NBA in like 2005. Oh, ZENLESS Zone Zero. I'm very interested in this this game actually. More than Honkai. It might have upset some people, but I think just the style of this game looks way more interesting to me than the gameplay. Yeah, dude, the character designs are... I mean, you know, it's modern, slightly futuristic streetwear type. And there's a fucking furry wolf dude here. Looks like a butler. But I don't know, man, it's drippy. For me, it's got that drip. Bro. Sorry, like, just gotta go back a little bit there. My mind, since this is Hoyo, you know, Hoyoverse, they made Genshin Impact, and Honkai Impact 3rd, Honkai Star Rail. When this came out, my mind like briefly just read it as perfect ass. I didn't even see assist. It was just like perfect ass. Shit. We'll probably see a perfect ass in this trailer. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, see? I was a bit covered by the sword, but... yeah, dude, it's just... something about it just makes me feel like it's got the drip. You know what I mean? Like, it's got the drip. So, did it say when it was coming out? Okay, Lord of the Fallen. It's coming out in October 13th this year. Why is the audio for the game so different? The audio, the volume for each game.
Never possessed the metal for this, Crusader. You fail.
Damn. Oh shit. Just chopped his head off.
I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived.
Another sin.
They brand me evil. A tyrant. And yet I offer you something.
Some Magic the Gathering shit.
A choice.
Archangel Avacyn.
Hello again, deathless one.
After all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny, see what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, suffering, chaos.
There.
Now you will know darkness, brother.
Yeah, this is a very cool reveal for that boss fight. Probably one of the earlier bosses since they're revealing it so soon. Yeah, I really hope this game is good. I really hope it's good. What they've shown so far, I mean, they've even shown gameplay for it. Extended gameplay for it.
You are in the presence of a god. Kneel before me and beg for forgiveness.
And remember,
October 13.
you look into the shadows, might be the shadows look back.
Yeah, I'm just really hoping the once you get to play it, it's one of those games where I said earlier about Black Myth Wukong, right? Even watching the trailer for Black Myth Wukong, you can already get a feel of the game. This one is similar, but there's something about it that still feels a little bit not good, if I could use such a big term. I can't really place it yet. It feels, I think when I first watched it, when I first watched the gameplay trailer for it, the thing that stood out to me the most was the sound design. That might not mean a lot, or people might overlook it, but sound design is something that's really huge if it's done poorly or really well, because it adds, especially for games like this, right? Like you have a lot of big enemies, you got like sets of armor and like different big weapons, so sound plays a lot in terms of like feeling the impact and the weight of things as much as the animations themselves. So I still maybe that's one thing. I still feel like it sounds very thin and very tinny, you know, like a tin can, and it maybe other people wouldn't notice it, but for me it's quite noticeable. So it's creating a lot of friction with how I feel about the game, because visually it's, you know, the art direction and the art style for this game is fucking amazing. It looks just menacing. It looks so interesting. You know, it's classical fantasy, you know, like Western fantasy, but it just looks so well made. Like, look at this visual here. It looks really compelling. And I think because visually it's so compelling, seeing that the difference with the audio quality makes it feel more noticeable. And there's just maybe some things also with the animation of certain moves or something like that.
Are in the presence of a god. Kneel before me and
there's one with the angel. Yeah, like here, right? The twirling and everything.
You will know darkness, brother.
I mean, I get it's cinematic, so it's not in the actual combat, and they've shown the actual combat. But oh, here. Yeah, so it definitely has the imagery. It has all the hype, you know, in terms of like the visuals. I just really hope that thing that makes me still just a little bit skeptical about the final quality of the game. I hope it's nothing. I hope it's just, it'll go away once I get my hands on the actual game. But I'm definitely still buying the game. Oh my god. Sorry. Okay, I'm not really into Sonic, so we can skip this one. I never even played it as a kid, to be honest. So I don't even have like nostalgia for it. That was really loud. Skip that. I don't know if there's any more compelling video games. The first Descendant, what's this?
We must follow the will of the ancestors. Accept your calling, Descendant.
Next.
The Descendants are risking their lives for us, for Albion.
Albion.
Rise, my warriors! Give your lives for Clip-Off!
It's the Ironheart!
Oh, look.
This could wipe out all of the voice,
That booty,
right?
though.
That's so cool!
Is that a bunny helmet already?
Protect the sanctity of this great place.
She's hot.
Despite their efforts, humanity is still at risk of extinction. And you are the only chance we have.
Okay, so this game knows what it is. It's like sexy Destiny. The movement seems interesting. They have a literal bunny girl. Bunny armor. What is this? The Guardians of the Galaxy. One of the accusers.
There's a grave walker.
That was a weak ass scream, bro. I'm not gonna. That felt very weak. Okay, oh, that will. Oh my. First Descendant. Okay, so it's, yeah, it feels like it's sexy Destiny. I mean, if you see the booty though, let's go back for research purposes here for a little bit. Where was it? And this one, she was going crazy. Yeah. Obviously, a lot.
Wipe out all of the
Here. Before.
Rise, my lord.
Yeah, see, okay, so let me perfectly time let me talk about this game for a little bit. So yeah, it looks typical modern sci-fi, I guess. Wait, my camera's working a little bit. You know, very, I mean, yeah, sexy, right? It's got the booty, definitely. But games like this, you know, I kind of felt the same way with Anthem a little bit. Although that one had a bit more personality to it because of the you wanted to wear the different suits, right? The mech, quote unquote mech suits. But this one just looks like noisy, typical noisy modern sci-fi. I guess it's also Eastern. I think next one's maybe Korean. So they can be. I mean, you know, a Korean design game when you see one, right? It's not like racist or anything. It's not a racist comment or anything. It's just they have a very particular aesthetic when it comes to their games, especially when it comes to sci-fi. Actually, even you can even see their fantasy games. You know, very overly beautiful, overly sexy characters, which is not a bad thing at all. But it's very samey. It can get very samey very fast. So I feel the same way with this game. The movement looked compelling. Some of those big raid bosses, or was it like this guy? You know, some armored core type shit.
There's a grave walker.
Look fairly compelling. Yeah, this one. Like, so this looks cool. Where's the one with the big mama? Like you were walking on. This one, yeah. So I guess there's like a lot of grappling in the game, a lot of verticality. So that might be interesting. It's so funny though, like water boobs or something. Aquarium boobs. But yeah, overall, not like super excited. It's like, it's okay, you know. Crossway, if I got the open beta, I would try it. Oh, Genshin? Didn't, what just came out? Didn't, the latest update just come out? Fontaine? Oh, it's the Valden. My boy, y'all might not know this, but I am a previous Genshin player, actually. She looks cute.
This is no time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here.
I know that guy got a lot of... There was a lot of drama surrounding the femboy-looking brother. Yeah, I saw some of the water gameplay too. It looked very relaxing. You know, one thing about Genshin... Well, let me pause here really quick. One thing about Genshin that I think they've always been consistent with... where is it? Like, the vibe of their world is really, really good all the time. Well, as far as I've played, right? I stopped around Inazuma. I finished Inazuma, but right before Sumeru came out. So I don't have a frame of reference for that. But Like this one still looks really compelling to just be in, you know, play around in. Very beautiful, very inviting. Oh. Some new world boss.
Bombs away!
That's cool.
Step on up!
That are like
Here comes the finale.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. You know, the only reason why I stopped before Sumeru, my biggest issue with this game is just the resin system. Like, if the resin system was better or just straight up didn't exist, I would probably still be playing Genshin to this day. It's just that the game won't let me play the game, basically, you know. How many new dungeons are there? New artifact dungeons, new material dungeons. And what, you still only get 160 resin a day? Which is like 4 boss attempts. So for boss materials, and then 8 attempts for dungeons, if you're doing artifact dungeons or material dungeons, right? So imagine you're trying to build a team, and that's what I felt with the last person I was trying to build was Zhongli. And it's OP as fuck, by the way. It kind of made the game feel trivial as well, but I think I stopped leveling him at 50 or 60 because I was trying to level him. I was trying to level what was it? I think I was still trying to level Shao at the time as well. Although I think my Shao was fairly cracked at that point. For being a dolphin. But yeah, it's the only reason why I stopped playing Genshin. So, and I think it's still the same until now. So that just kills the motivation to play for me, because I don't like being gimped. I don't like being prevented from like no-lifing a game. And I know that might sound like a fucked up problem or like a privilege problem or something with someone who has time to play. But you know, it's it doesn't feel good.
Finale.
Oh.
It started small.
Diablo
Nameless
4? D4
no
bad?
one
Isn't that the meme now?
Dead. Discarded. Their throats torn open.
Such a waste of the art style too. This is
The
so
church
beautiful.
ignored the killings. Even as fear mounted like the bodies.
Stark painterly.
The desperate and the brave fought to end the corruption. But they were too late.
Cute.
It changed them.
Oh, okay, cute. It's the kid.
Killed them. Brought them back. Hungry. I have fought this plague a long time. We need something different.
So well painted.
A survivor. With all of their strengths and none of our weaknesses. Someone unexpected. And they'll never see you coming.
So what, we have to be the bad guys?
Hunt them. Kill them. In the realm of darkness, we are the beacon of light.
Okay.
Let our stakes pierce through the hearts of the damned. For tonight, we hunt.
Tempered powers. Okay, interesting. Dude, I really hope season 2 is... I really hope they get their shit together. You know, as much as D4 has become a meme lately because of just how bad the lead up to season 1 was, and just season 1 in general. Diablo has so much potential. I think the skeleton is there. It has a really good skeleton, but that's a problem, right? you feel the skeleton. There's not a lot of things to do. There's not a lot of meat on the bones, and there's just so many core problems that it has for some reason, and it's weird, and it's the criticism they get is harsh because they invented basically the genre as far as I'm concerned, right? The ARPG. They did Diablo 1, Diablo 2, they invented the whole thing. So, a lot of the systems that they have, it's weird to see them making big mistakes with it because they're the ones who, they made it. So I really hope, Season of Blood will be better. Comes out in October. Am I correct? October, yeah. October 17. I really hope that they are able to fix the things that they need to fix, because it's such a waste. Like, please do not waste your potential. And yeah, obviously people still play it, and despite all its problems, which is fine. If you enjoy the game, more power to you. Nothing wrong with that. But I hope it's not the point where you just blindly keep playing the game without acknowledging its flaws and its weaknesses, right? You point out and you criticize the game because you want it to be better. So I hope people still aren't on the weird white knighting, and also on the complete opposite end, right? People just want to shut in the game because it's Blizzard. Blizzard has been, to be fair, they have been taking a lot of L's, deserved L's in the last few months, maybe last year, honestly. But it's also weird to just blindly hate them and not try to be objective or limit the scope of your criticisms, right? Just the game. So let's just focus on the game. We just want a good game. Period. This is CYBERPUNK still going.
Yeah. Let's go.
What is this? The new big update.
My favorite merc. Welcome to Dogtown. There's a job. Coordinates provided. You know what to do.
Get your ammo,
Okay.
assault rifles, tactical gear.
He sounds familiar.
Thinking of buying some iron.
The logical choice.
Okay.
Damn. Clean view.
It looks really nice. I don't know. The RTX one.
Getting a ripper to overclock your chrome before the fight.
Do I need a 4090 to play this game?
Not a bad idea.
At this quality.
Okay, I'm ready. Get this show on the road.
I was very lucky in my first playthrough with SIBERPUNK. I didn't have any of the game-breaking bugs, and I played it on PC. I know a lot of it was probably in console. Relic skill. Okay. New skill tree. Launch capacity. Some people have said that the game is completely different.
Job done.
Premium work, V. I'm closing the gig and sending you a little bonus.
Developed upgrades
Something
and
that will
fixes they
spirit you home safely. Someone dispatched a hunter. Good luck.
Fuck incoming.
Vehicle combat. Did they change it? Did they make it better?
Got a netrunner cinch here! Need backup right now!
Oh, that might be interesting.
All nearby units. We got a situation in Watson. Roger, dispatch. We're on our way.
Nancy, police. For fuck's sake.
Your actions are illegal.
Let me put it this way. No
Fair
gun, no
enough.
fun. Max tech. Time to tilt out. Fuck. That was close.
Bravo. I only hope this won't mark the
Dangerous new district, dozens of new story quests and gigs. Interesting. Vehicle combat, revamped police, combat AI, Dynamic events, redesigned cyber and perks. Okay. Relic skill tree and abilities, increased level cap, and hundreds of new items and weapons. That seems like a very meaty
End of
DLC.
our collaboration. You will hear from me soon. This I guarantee you.
Okay, it's pretty. It's nice to see, you know, the comeback for Cyberpunk. Obviously, it would have been better if it just came out a lot more stable and more, I guess, less shitty when it came out. Because it is quite a compelling IP. You know, the world, the designs, and everything are really cool. And honestly, the gameplay when it worked was pretty fun. Oh, when I played it. So the hacker was completely broken though. What was that skill tree? Like you could just see through walls. You can hack everything, no problem. You could overload everyone. You're basically God. So that kind of killed the. It was fun in the beginning, but after a while, it got really old. But yeah, you know, I'm willing to give to see Cyberpunk, to see what Cyberpunk has become after all the fixes and the updates. Seems to be a substantially different game in terms of the quality, and you know they're adding so many more things with the Phantom Liberty update. So yeah, it's not top of my list, and I don't know if I would actually stream it. Maybe I'd play it offline or just with friends. Stream to like friends. It might be a nice chill game, you know, just relax to, kick back and get lost in. But yeah, you know, overall, pretty good Gamescom list of trailers here. I don't know if it's all of them. I just, you know, this is from GameSpot. But yeah, it was a pretty good showing overall. Yeah, MK1, you know, MK1, not a fighting game guy, but I kind of want to give it a shot. Just to see what it's like. It always has fun gameplay, you know. But number one would be Black Myth. This is still the most compelling game for me. Yeah, just look at this, man. It's just something about it hits different. Oh, very good.